Hello all, thanks for joining me once again on this tutorial. This time we are giving the cargo task group some orders. Let's go ahead, right click on it and go to cargo task group. Right now you can see the task group screen. It's very complicated. It's primarily most of the orders that you're going to see here is for naval ships and military ships, and not necessarily these commercial ones. And for our purposes, we don't need to go too far into this. But let's go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do is load infrastructure. We go to Earth, and we want to go to load infrastructure right here. You can tell it to load certain amounts, but for right now that is not necessary. You can keep it at 0 and it's going to load all that it can. With this available cargo space, 25,000, it's going to be able to pick up 10 infrastructure, and that's just part of the game there. That's how much the infrastructure is. So we're loading the infrastructure on Earth, and then we can come over here to the moon, and then we can unload the infrastructure. Alright. Now then, since 10 and we built 100, let's get all 100 over there, and we can go back and forth to load, unload, load, unload. Or, there's two options here. You can do cycle moves, and when you're cycling the moves, it just does one to the other, one to the other. Or you can tell it to repeat. For this time, I want it to repeat the 9 times. And that should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Alright. That's 10 times and should be exact. So we're going to load the infrastructure and unload it. And you can see right here all orders. The current order to go to the Earth, because it's already at the Earth, it's 0 time. All orders, it says it's going to take 8 days, but it does not include the loading and unloading time. So it'll probably take a substantial amount of longer time to do that. So what I'll do is, for example, I'll go 1 hour. Alright, and you can see it's time required. It's 9 hours to go. Let's go another hour, and so that's going to get pretty repetitive. So we'll go 1 day here, just so you can see where it's at. It's still there at the Earth. Why is it still there? Well, it should have already done 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's already gone once. We'll go ahead and every 12 hours, to get 12-hour increments, you press the 6 hour and do 8. And we'll do auto turns here, 6, 8, and let it go. And you can see it's going back and forth there. Nope. It disappeared because of the orbital rotation. See how it went over there. So, and then you can also see the moon has also rotated around the Earth. So, excuse me. Alright, so orders are completed. Because the last order was unload infrastructure at the moon, it's going to stay at the moon. What you can always do is tell it to go to Earth and refuel from colony, and it'll leave it at the Earth. Alright, so at this point, you just moved a little bit of cargo around, and you now know how to control at least a commercial ship. And you can double check here, current infrastructure 100, and Earth should have 0. Alright, so that said, I'll go ahead and end this tutorial now and move on to the next one. Thanks so much.